ready, Crystal?
Yeah.
Sparta.
Right. That's right. This is Sparta.
So we don't back down and we don't retreat.
Yeah.
So that's right, NRG. The beheading the beast.
Yes.
Come right or don't come at all. This is Sparta. Spartans unite. And that's how we have to be. We have to have a warrior spirit and not back down and not be humiliated and abused. And we have to stand up for ourselves, whether it's our mother, father, whoever it is wants to turn against us. If we have to stand alone, you've got to stand alone. If you know that you are just and you've been violated and mistreated, even if it feels scary or shaky, you have got to be willing to go on and fight anyway and stand by yourself, even if you have to stand by yourself, because it will get easier, you will get stronger, you will get better, and better people will come into your experience. If you just have the courage to stand up, even if you're alone, the right people will come if you don't give up and you don't bow down. Because look at what happened 3 weeks, almost a month ago.
Well, yep.
If you hadn't talked to me, and actually, how would it be now? How would you be responding to them?
I would probably still be this blinded fool. You know, I would probably be acting on emotions and admitting to them as if it was like, why y'all treating me like this, and feeling like a victim. I would be in a lot of tears. My heart would feel like it is about to pop. I would be going crazy dealing with issues with my mom because I would have never confronted her for real.
Girl, and I heard her, and you know, somebody else had told me when they said it to their mama, what's wrong with you? What done got into you? You know, and you know what? I'm so glad that just came to my mind because somebody in the chat room, I'm going to talk to them later, they said the same thing. Girl, they mama don't like me. They're like, oh, since you've been talking to that lady and listening to that lady's show, you know, you've been saying a lot of stuff to me you ain't never said before. Call yourself want to confront me, you know, and bring up what I did and what I didn't do. You know, making them accountable and getting stronger and learn to stand by themselves. So I just thought about that. You know, man, I got to realize that I got a lot of mamas that dislike me. Because a lot of daughters, young and old, are reaching out to me. But all they're trying to do is help themselves. And that's what your mother started saying, too. I don't know why you think you're talking to me like, when you start talking to me like this.
Because you've been exposed. And I see who.
That's you, Crystal? You there, Crystal? Okay. Crystal?
Here.
Okay.
Yeah. But, yeah, and that's how she came at me, you know, like, who you think you are talking to me like this, you know, and like I said, because you've been exposed and I see who you are, and it is what it is, you know. You are what you are. And she knows that. And I'm not afraid to tell her that. She knows it. And, but exposing these people that have my child is going to be even greater in the end because they're going to be sitting there, standing there, stripped, butt-ass naked, looking at themselves very, very pitiful. Like what's
it's like, when
happening.
did you do, or when you start looking at it and you start looking at her, thinking about her, when you start, what part did you really start looking at her? When I was talking to you, what did you start, like, writing things down or really looking at her as I asked you to look at her as a human being and not your mother? When did you really start seeing her like I was trying to tell you the things I wanted you to see about her character and as a human, and does she have honor and does she have integrity? When did you start noticing things that you weren't, you know, like you weren't doing before we started doing our work?
When I approached her, when I went at her about my childhood from the time it started, back in that hotel room when I was like almost 5 years old with that guy, I confronted her, and she was like, "Nuh-uh, Chris, what you talking about? Nuh-uh, that didn't happen to you." And I kept hitting her with the picture and how things were at that night, and she just broke and told me that it was what I said it was, and then she wanted me to forgive her and all sort of stuff. And then I'm like, but look how you are. I mean, and you want me to respect you? You know what I'm saying? It's just, I took her back to that point, and all the other stuff was just validation, you know, the kind of person that she is. And when I was in the car, and I was just thinking about it, and when you asked me, how do you see her now as a human? And I was like, a mess. You know, like she's just a waste. She's just a waste, and I'm looking at her like, who are you? You know, like what? You know, it's no kind of connection between us as mother and daughter. You know, it's nothing. And I mean, she's nothing. She's my mother. Okay, yeah, whatever, but it's nothing there that I can go to for any kind of comfort from my mom or nothing. So I see her just a person that had me. You know, kind of like how my dad did. You just had me, and I'm here. And you have not tried to right the wrongs. You're just making it worse. But when I finally expose you and let you know that I know what's up, I know what's going on, you just kind of ran away. You kind of just shut up, and you out of my face now. Because I'm not taking your shit no more. And I told you I'm not going to be your fool anymore. Because I was your fool. So she left me alone, and now she's mooching. Now she's targeted my brother.
And how is he feeling and thinking about this?
Roger, he's not taking no mess, period, from her. Like, it hurt him with our life situation. It did, but like you said, he has a different level of respect for her.
You know, but I respect him. That tells me a lot about him as a man, for him to say, you know what, this is all I got, but you know what, I'm going to give it to her. Mm-hmm. And meanwhile, I'm plan to get the fuck away from her ass.
Yeah, and that's all he keeps saying. That's all he keeps saying. I'm like, man, you got one more year of high school, you know, and he's just like, I'm just going to just do me. And he doesn't go to her for anything. He can't. You know, he'll come to me before her because I'm the one that was there for him. But she's left. She can't do anything, and now she's just waddling in her own mess, and me and my brother are out working, doing our own thing, trying to come up with our game plan to move to the next level. And she's just waddling in her own little ways. And she's like, why y'all, I'm y'all mama, why y'all don't, this and the other. Well, I don't know why you would call you my mama. A mother wouldn't do this, a mother would do this, you know what I'm saying? And she was just, and that's what she threw in my face. That's why you ain't got your child. And this was the other day.
Oh, girl.
And I knew then. I said, you know, what the fuck, you know, I don't respect you, period. I don't have no respect for her, period. I don't have shit to say to you. Don't ask me nothing. None of that. But that's exactly what she said. She just said the other day, that's why you ain't got your child. And it just did it for me. It's a wrap for me as far as me.
Knowing that she could have helped you keep your child, she kept saying, I don't want to be no grandma. I ain't got nothing to do with that. No, I don't want to keep your child. And I mean, she helped set you up to be in this position that you in. And that's why I kept telling you got to learn to depend on yourself, because you can't depend on her. Because if you had known or had somebody around you to help coach you and be stronger, you wouldn't be in a situation. I mean, you're getting yourself out, and in a way I'm glad you're in it, because it's helping you see things the way you need to see it, and you'll be stronger and better after this. This won't never happen to you again.
Right.
But she did everything she could to sabotage you all your fucking life.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I wanted you to see, and see how sick she is.
Yep, she's very sick. And, I'm developing my thick skin. And, like I said, I feel like I got on my armor. I feel like I'm armed.
Yep.
I really do. I feel like, you know, it's here, and I'm ready. And these people are running from me. You know, of course, you know, we was in the chat room, people always hang up on Alexis, because they don't want to hear the truth. And now I'm to the point of trying to communicate with my daughter, and they just won't even answer the damn phone.
Mm-hmm.
They just don't want to answer the phone. So I'm just going to pop up and show up, you know, like I've been telling them. And that's it. I mean, we'll go from there. But I'm not going to back down.
Because you know what we're doing in situations. That's good they're doing it, because we're collecting, you know, evidence to show that they are not the party that needs to have custody of that child.
Right. Especially them telling my daughter I'm the devil.
Girl, your daughter don't feel like that. She holds you too tight when she sees you.
Right. I know. She just said, Mommy, Mr. Nurse said that you was the devil. I said, what? Wow. And I'm sitting up here like, okay, the best interest of the child. What have I done to abuse my child? What have I done?
Nothing. But trust the wrong people and didn't trust yourself.
Right.
Didn't know yourself, and you're getting to know yourself, and you're going to correct this. That's what we're doing.
Mhm. But I mean, really now. And I'm ready to get this over with. I really am.
No, it'll be fine. You're doing it the right way.